This is still the best damn football show on the internet.
Period. On the mic, watch the whole field crumble. Breaking down the blitz, every play, every struggle. This the hardest in the game. Welcome inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Welcome inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Welcome inside the huddle. Yeah, we crash like linebackers hitting full speed collisions, calling out the truth, no fluff, just precision. Mel letting loose with the facts, no missing. Malicious bringing heat like a fourth down mission. From the kickoff to the last second breath, we analyze the grind every inch, every step. This a battlefield where legends get muscle. And if you want the real talk, step inside the huddle. What the fuck? Step inside the huddle where the real ones rumble. Mel and Moolich on the mic, watch the whole field crumble. Breaking down the blitz, every play, every struggle. This the hardest in the game. Welcome inside the huddle.
What's good? What's popping, everybody? Merry Christmas. Day after. Of course, if you was here yesterday, we did the show yesterday. Yes, live sir. Show. Troy and Boo-Wop came through. Me and Moo, of course. 2026 is going to be a dope year for us. Dope year for us. We're going to be making power moves. And one of the moves that we are making or have made, you can now stream. It won't be live yet. But very soon. But if you missed the episode, you can go on the Hot Knee Radio and listen to all of the shows from Basket to Basket and Inside the Huddle. Let's get it.
Turn it up, let it ride. It's the wave of the nation. Hot Knee Live Radio. Future of the vibrations. Music, streaming, entertainment. We the dream teaming. Sports talk, fire, and the mic stay steaming. If you looking for the culture, we the spot. No lie from the sideline. Sports where the stats don't die. Tune in, log in. Let me say it one more time. Hot Knee Live Radio where the stars all shine.
Yes. So shout out to everybody over there at Hot Knee Live Radio for for showing us the love and putting us, we're actually the first show on Hot Knee Radio. So pretty much I told y'all we were going to be ESPN. Like this is just the beginning.
Yeah, that's what we do. FTL ESPN. That's what we do, man. You know what I mean? Appreciate everybody over there at Hot Knee Radio. You already know. Putting your trust in us is like putting your trust in the Lord himself, because all we do is deliver greatness. So with that being said,
Boo-Wop is up in the chat. What's up, brother?
You already know how we do. Let's go ahead and get money. Boo-Wop, what's popping with your dog?
Yeah. So, like I said, 2026, a lot of big things. We got the radio. Once we go live on the radio, everything's gonna go crazy. It's gonna go.
Oh yeah. See, and that's the thing, right? Because once we really get that name kind of backing us, right, we're gonna be undeniable, right? That's when people are going to start to bring up the FTSLs, bring up the Inside the Huddles, bring up the Basket to Baskets. When they start talking about these podcasts and respected podcasts, and we're going to see a lot of our names, we're going to see a lot of our faces, and a lot of these other guys in the green screen breaking down our takes, and then we're going to have to break down their takes because we already been breaking down their takes. So it's just going to go back and forth. And you know what? We're ready for it because, like the intro said, we about all the smoke, man. Shout out to Matt Barnes and Steve
all the smoke. Speaking of smoke, before we get to the meat and potatoes of it all today, something came across my screen. It was absolutely hilarious, if you ask me. One, Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith said that they believe that they are a better duo in college football than one's Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I heard.
So this is what the duo did this year. You got 48 catches and 848 yards, 9 touchdowns for Carnell Tate, 80 catches for 1,086 yards and 11 touchdowns for Jeremiah Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Respectable duo, 100%.
Most definitely.
100%. That is commendable on so many levels until you put that shit up.
There you go.
Until you put that shit up, and then you realize that y'all not even in the same atmosphere. And then I know somebody's going to be like, oh, well, Jeremiah Smith is a sophomore. So was Jamar Chase.
I was going to say, so was Jamar Chase.
Like, he had 84 catches for 1,700 yards and 20 touchdowns.
Not
Justin
even 100
Jefferson
catches.
had 111, 1,500 yards and 18 touchdowns.
She isn't even counting the young guys, and that were also on the team.
Like that, y'all are not even in the same room as those two guys. Talented duo. I mean, your talented group of receivers. I'm not saying that you're not talented.
Not taking the talent away, but
don't put your name in conversations that don't belong.
Yeah, let's pump our brakes a little bit and understand that there are levels to this. Okay,
big levels to this. Big levels, and you're not there.
Yeah, you're not on that level. Okay, you're on a level. You're not on that level.
Right.
But let's leave it there. We'll put it that way.
On a level. Okay, now let's get to the meat and taters of today. You saw the thumbnail. You saw King Lightskin.
Yeah.
You saw what he did against the Packers. Hey.
Yeah.
I feel good, man. I just want to say it's up for light-skinned niggas right now. We got Dylan Brooks going crazy. Caleb going crazy. It's a good time. It's a good time. Drake is going to go crazy in 2026.
I told everybody about Caleb. Everybody told me he was a crybaby. He was crying at his mom in the stands after they lost the game, and he painted his nails, and he's asking for too much from the. Yeah, look at my boy. Y'all was all in my comments. Y'all was all in my inbox, all in my DMs, all on Twitter, all on Instagram, all on TikTok for shit show. Okay? I told y'all. The boy was nice. All he needed was the time and a coach that was going to get him right. Nah, he's soft. He's a sissy. He paints his nails. Nah, he was crying after the football game to his mom after they lost. Act like you niggas don't cry. Y'all be crying after lost Call of Duty matches, but talking about he was crying after a football game. I don't want to hear it. Now, everybody want to sit up there and give Caleb his... Like I said,
look,
I try to tell y'all don't want to listen. Now the boy over here wreaking havoc in the league. And when I told y'all the Bears get an O-line, they going to be scary, try to tell y'all.
Yep.
As long as they didn't have an O-line that was used to being on all fours and was getting beat up, they was going to be fine. They are doing the beating up now.
They're definitely
winning.
Now, let's just get a little bit, just a little taste.
On the fake, Williams looking downfield, launching downfield, going for it all. It is caught. Bears win it. DJ Moore.
Do you know how insane you have to be to throw that pass and put your hands in your hand warmer?
And not even fumble when you did it though. Like the dot and then just instantaneously so smooth, bow in the hand warmers, no fumblage. No. That's a star.
Yeah.
That's a star. I know y'all hate it, but that's a star. He did it in the white nails. Y'all can be mad, but he did it in the white nails.
In the white nails. Then hit you with the Iceman.
Come on.
But this is what we talked about with Caleb. And last year, everybody said Caleb was no good.
Yep. Very much
no good, bad. The Bears shouldn't have drafted him.
Yep.
And all we said was, we tried to say this. All we said was coaching was bad. Offensive line was bad. The weapons are there. Just that the coaching was bad. Offensive line was horrible. So what do? You go out, you bring in Ben Johnson. You shore up the offensive line. You get, was it Joe Tooney from the Chiefs?
Yep.
You go get Joe Tooney. Now you get people, well, he's only completing 59% of his passes. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Do you see the throws
is coming when it's most important?
Thank you. And a lot of people don't want to say this. There's been a lot of drop passes.
Yeah, most definitely. DJ Moore has had a lot of jobs. Roma Dunze has been a lot of jobs. Y'all forget, middle of the season, Roma Dunze's dad was on Twitter calling for him to be traded.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
a lot of people were calling DeAndre Swift one of the worst running backs in the league because he had no vision. Now, where's he at?
right. So I'm gonna piggyback that a little later when we talk about Shador as well. All it takes is time.
Takes just a little bit. Bears started off 0-3.
Little bit of time and a competent head coach.
That's it. Bears started off 0-3. If they can once they got healthy, once they got some time for the offense and the defense to gel, what happened?
Yep.
Success. Once the Browns get it, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Once the defense can, it's a very much bend but don't break defense.
Yep.
You can move the ball in between the 20s on them if they don't take the ball, if they don't cause a fumble or interception. But they don't allow a lot of touchdowns, and they take the ball away.
Yep.
And that's what you need with an offense like the Bears have. All you got to do is give Caleb a chance.
That's it. As we've seen multiple times. Just give him a chance.
And, looking at the NFC North moving forward, are we sure that this was the Packers division now?
As you know, as an honorary
Lions, because the Lions they don't look like what we thought they were going to look like.
As you know me, as an honorary cheesehead, I will say everybody thought that this was probably going to be the Packers or the Lions division kind of going forward, but y'all can't sleep. I'm saying the Bears have said, nah, we're going to make this, we're going to make this a conversation for sure. And they've arrived, whether y'all like it or not. This is going to be looked at as the toughest or one of the best, most competitive divisions going forward, because the Lions, I don't see them really falling off like that. Yes, I know they're going through their struggles, but
it was the Packers division.
It was for the longest time,
right? And then the Lions kind of like stepped in. The Viking, but the Packers, the NFC North has been the Packers division.
It very much was. I would say until most recently, where the Lions kind of crept up, but even then, with the Packers' success, you could say the Packers still kind of ruled or owned the division. But even then, this division, I don't see it getting any worse, right? I think the Lions are going to be okay once they figure things out. The Packers are going to be fine. They still have a young squad. With the young quarterback, they're only going to get better. The Vikings, once J.J. McCarthy gets better and once he gets his foot on how to be an NFL quarterback in the league and just how just stay healthy, they're going to be good. They're going to be competitive, especially with that defense and those young receivers. This whole division is going to be looked at as that division, and we might look at not this season, obviously, but in a future season to where all four of these teams get into the playoffs.
Right. Dre, I get it. I totally understand. The Lions did lose the OC, who is the Bears head coach, 100%. And the Vikings still have a winning record, but they're not at the top of the division. The Bears are. And just because you lose your OC, you still got to go out there and hoop. You still got to go play. You still got to play football.
Yeah.
All right.
Still got to play football.
And but that's a key thing. Is just like we see the Lions taking a step back. Jared Goff doesn't look the same. Now, can we put that on Ben Johnson? I would believe so. A little bit has to go on that Jared Goff is just Jared Goff too.
And I don't even really think, to me at least, I don't even think the Lions are taking a step back. I just think that everybody in that division got better.
They're not winning like they.
Yeah, and I think that's
okay. If
I think
you're just putting that on. The Bears got better.
Yeah, the Bears got better. The Packers, once all the receivers stay healthy and they get Christian Watson back and they get that defense back, they're just better, right? And then the Vikings, obviously, they got the good defense, but when they have a good quarterback, when they have Jay Jettis, when they have Addison on the, they're just good. And I think the Lions were banking on them going on a run while all these teams were bad. Oh, why we got a bad division? Aaron Rodgers is gone. The Vikings aren't really competitive because they're waiting on a quarterback. We don't know what the Bears are because we don't know what Caleb is yet.
But Aaron Rodgers only been gone for 2 years.
See, exactly. And I think they banked on bad quarterback play from the Packers. They banked on Caleb Williams not hitting in Chicago, and they banked on Minnesota not knowing what to do with JJ or not drafting the quarterback. They banked on this is, Dan Gamble. That's what we call him, right? He gambled on the division being bad so he can kind of get his leeway and run for a little bit, but that didn't work because he didn't really think about the retool and how everybody else was just going to be like, yeah, nah, y'all can look good for now, but once all of these other teams start to get better, the Bears, y'all look mediocre. So now y'all have
their window to actually win was those 3 years.
And not even 3. It was maybe like 2.5. Not even 2.5. Maybe like a year and a half. Like that year where they had 11 wins.
I just corrected it. I just corrected 3 years.
That was it. And I think they banked on those 2 years to really kind of like catapult them forward. But injuries and obviously they run into a lot of teams. But I just think that now they look mediocre because all the other teams in their division look really, really good. Even with injury, they look really, really good. And now it's time for the Lions to be like, hey, now we got to do something to turn us up because everybody around us is turning up. Whether we like it or not, defense is turning up, offense is turning up, quarterbacks are turning up. We're kind of stuck in the same stagnant motion because we thought we had a recipe, which we do, but now that recipe it's been figured out. Everybody knows it now. Like, it tastes bland. You gotta add some new seasonings to it because everybody else done took the recipe and ran with it. Now you guys look mid, which is what your record shows. Mid. What you gonna do about it? Y'all gonna stay there, or y'all gonna do like everybody else in the division and level up? I think this is gonna be another test for Dan Campbell going forward, is if he's gonna stay there or is he gonna level up? How are you gonna adjust going forward? You've been here for a while. Now it's time to adjust and move your team forward, or be like one of these teams that just kind of stays floating in the middle.
Yep. What's popping? Happy Friday, man. Happy Friday. You know what time? It's a football Friday. You know how we do.
T3. Happy Friday, dog.
But yeah, so I'm guessing it's been all smoke and mirrors with the Lions, basically.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that. They're like, hey, look at the birdie over here. Look at the birdie over here. Look how bad those guys are over there. When they're really hiding up their mediocrities. And then now that all the other teams are good and they didn't really got anything to point at, they're like, oh shit, everybody sees how bad we really are. Now we have to do something. It's not really anything they can do now.
Yeah, I mean, you can lose, but the play on the field hasn't been good.
Well, they lost no personnel.
They didn't lose personnel. The play on the field doesn't look good.
Yeah, that's the game personnel. This is the same Lions team that put up 50 points earlier this season.
Yeah. It's just they just don't look like the same team.
Yeah, this is the same Lions team that halfway through the season was one of the highest scoring NFL offenses through the season. Dan Campbell took over the play calling. So, yeah, of course.
Yeah, coaching does 100%. Coaching does matter.
Yeah, this is them having to adjust because everybody else around them adjusted. They look
right.
Good.
But we're in week 14 now? Week 15?
Yeah. Yeah. Dan Campbell thought, I can just call the – no. You were supposed to change that play call week 10. Yeah. Because it stopped working week 7.
They've been playing on – they're 3-13, dog. No, my bad. No, I was looking at the wrong year. I was looking at the wrong year. I ain't gonna put that. I'm not gonna put that evil on y'all, Ricky Bobby. They are 8-8. The epitome of a 500 team.
Like I said, very mid.
Very mid.
You started off hot, then you fell off. Why? Because everybody else got better. That's what people don't adjust. That's what people don't account for in the NFL. Adjustments. And when you have a good, young, innovative coach, they make good adjustments. They may be personnel adjustments. That may be coaching adjustments. That may just be adjustments, period. But guess what? They make them. And you'll see the coaches that don't make them kind of just stay mid. Coaches that do make them start to evolve and go forward and go further into the playoffs. Dan Campbell, you have to adjust.
You have to. Because the Bears are only going to get better.
Bears are only going to get better. Packers are only going to get better. The Vikings are only going to get better. Like I said, this whole division, they're only going to get better. The Lions did not lose any personnel. Yes, they lost coaching. They didn't lose any personnel. If anything, they gained personnel and have yet to get better. Why? It's because they never were really really good, right? They had an explosive offense when it had Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson has now left and took that explosive offense to Chicago. Dan Campbell thought that it was easily replicated. It is not.
Who is the
He took
OC?
the remnants of what Ben Johnson left at the beginning of the season, which is why the Lions look so explosive and so good, putting up all the points that they did, but didn't account for the end of the season, right? Because he thought that he would have the recipe to take over for the end of the season. He does not, right? Unfortunately, he's limited as to where his offensive prowess is, and he isn't a mind like a Sean McVay, like a Ben Johnson, like a Kyle Shanahan, et cetera, et cetera. So when he comes into the end of the season and defenses start to adjust, defensive coordinators start to adjust, coaches start to adjust, he then cannot do that. He can't match adjustments with adjustments, right? That is where Ben Johnson came in for the Lions, which is why even after they lost 12 or 13 starters last year, they still looked fiery and explosive, especially on offense, right? It's not the same thing, right? When you start to lose players, Brian Branch out for the season. The other DB out for the season, right? You got a lot of offensive linemen out for the season. It's now you have to adjust in order to play to your offense strengths. Dan Campbell doesn't know how to do that. Matt LaFleur knows how to do that, right? What's his name in Minnesota? He knows how to do that. He also brought in Brian Flores to where if the offense is struggling, the defense can pick up that slack, right? Ben Johnson, he knows how to do that. This is what happens. You don't have a guy that can carry on and adjust and make moves throughout the season that can continue that offense.
I'm not giving you the offensive coordinator bullshit. Nope. The offensive coordinator was he came to the Lions with Dan Campbell.
Yeah, he did.
Then he left, was the OC in Denver,
and
then came back to the Lions.
And then came back. Yeah.
I'm not giving you that.
Yeah. But guess what? He still doesn't call plays.
No.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why I said Dan Campbell. I'm not putting it on offensive coordinator. No, I'm pulling it on Dan Campbell, big dog. Yeah. Adjust because you're the play caller. You did not want that man calling plays for a reason. You're the play caller, Dan Campbell.
I mean, my thing is this. If he was the OC with you before, then he was the OC with Sean Payton.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to assume he kind of knows what the fuck he's doing.
Just a little bit, right?
So, yeah, no.
Yeah. So why is he not calling plays, Dan?
Yeah.
Nope. Probably asking for help.
Yeah. So I'm not the offense. That's a problem that is easily fixable because you have a qualified person that can do it.
So, yeah. Yeah, and you lost your qualified person, and the qualified person that you brought in, you don't want to give him the play calling job because you have too much pride and don't want to admit that you suck at calling plays.
Yeah. So there's that. I'm not giving that. Yeah, the offense coordinators. No, there's a legit guy there.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's Kansas City all over again, right? Because Andy Reid took the play calling abilities away from Eric Bieniemy. Didn't want to give it back because he's too prideful, and Eric Bieniemy left.
Right. Do you think, given that, because I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, with the NFL being as wide open as it is, give me a percentage. Bears winning the Super Bowl.
I would say they have a strong, just with the way their defense plays, especially late, and them owning the comeback record as of right now, I would say they have a strong 67 to almost 70% to win. If they can stay healthy, especially that defense, they have a really strong case to win. Because I was just talking about this last week. The Bears can beat anybody.
Before Dan Campbell took over, when did Dan Campbell? You about calling out the Lions offense, the Lions play calling? I've never called out the Lions.
Nah, we haven't called out the Lions play calling all season this year.
I've called out Kevin Stefanski. Stupid.
Yeah, we've called out Kevin Stefanski.
We called out Brian Daboll. Dan, what's his name? The Giants coach, Brian Daboll.
Yep, we've called out Brian Daboll. We called out Sean McDermott.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about the Lions. I mean, if I did, I talked about Jared Goff.
Yeah, we talk about Jared Goff all the time.
Yeah, I never talked about that. I didn't even know. I just found out who the OC was.
Yeah. I mean, I've always known that Dan Campbell was the play caller. That's why I said, like, he had a script that he was following, and Ben Johnson left him with a solid script. But after about week 7, week 8, that script ran out, and everybody figured it out. Oh, this is Ben Johnson's script. This is how we stop that. Dan Campbell didn't know how to adjust to that, and didn't consult with the offensive coordinator that he had that left, and then that then came back because he's too prideful. And the offense has looked stagnant ever since.
You said the Lions.
Yeah, I know. That's what I just said. Till about week 8, he was calling plays, but trust me, those weren't his play calls. I promise you, those weren't his play calls. Those were Ben Johnson's play calls. Ben Johnson left him a solid script till about halfway through the season, and after that, he said, "I'm not going to give you everything that I own or that I have. We're going to be divisional rivals." So, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to figure it out.
Well, if Dan Campbell didn't
out.
start calling the plays until week 10, then he's fucking up. Because they won most of their games and had their biggest scoring outputs before that.
Exactly. That's exactly my point. I'm telling you.
They scored 44 on the line. On the Cowboys, but it's the Cowboys. Cowboys defense is ass.
Mm-hmm. I've been watching the Lions all season, specifically because I wanted to see how they looked without Ben Johnson. I'm trying to tell you, Ben Johnson left Dan Campbell a script, but didn't give him everything because at the end of the day, they're divisional rivals. They're going to see each other twice a year.
If he did take it over in week 10, he picked the right time. It had to be strategic because every defense that he played after that was ass.
Exactly. Like I'm trying to after week 8. Week 8, 9, 10, really week 8, honestly, if you really want to be real, really week 8. After about week 8, and regardless of the score, go watch those games. I'm telling you, that offense does not look the same, remotely the same.
Bears. What's up? Was it Hard Gym Bar 4234? Welcome to the show. Yeah, I think honestly, with everything being as open as it is, if the Bears get hot in the playoffs, they might. I'm telling you this right now, if they win the Super Bowl, there are very few franchises that, if they win, chaos will ensue. The Bears, they win the Super Bowl, and I'm only going to deal with the teams that are in the playoffs right now. Oh wow. Okay, so basically what we're looking at is now that the NFC picture has been painted. We got the Eagles in the playoffs. Everybody else in the NFC East has been eliminated. Bears, Packers, everybody else in the North has been eliminated. Looks like we're going to get the Panthers and Tampa Bay in the playoff. They're just fighting to see who wins the division. And then Seahawks, 49ers, Rams in the West. Because let me make sure that's 8. Because it's 8 teams that go, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
That's a very interesting
6, 7, 8. Yeah.
Well, off the rip, I think their biggest test will probably be the Rams.
Is it 7 or 8?
I believe it's 8.
How many teams going to play? I feel like it's 8, but I could be 100. I could be dead ass wrong.
Let me see. Let's see.
7.
7. Yep, 7.
Okay, so that last game of the season, Tampa Bay, Carolina, is a playoff game.
Yep.
It's basically a playing game.
Yep, actually.
So based off of all the information that we have now, if Carolina wins the Super Bowl, the fan base will lose their shit. The Chargers, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Dolphins, and Bills. So we have a chance of a first-time Super Bowl champion this year. A really good shot.
Actually, yes, we do. I think we
Oh,
really
my
do.
bad. I didn't mean to say Dolphins. I was just reading teams. I meant to say Bills.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If the Bills win, wow.
Because the Bills have a really good shot. I think the Bears not a first time, but they haven't won since '85.
They haven't won since '85, so I mean it will be a while. But
Jacksonville
the Bills
first time
going 0-4 and not winning, and winning one for the first time would probably be substantial. Jacksonville never winning one.
Houston,
I think being the newest franchise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still, yeah, they're still the baby, so them winning one would be super big for Houston.
Like I said, I think Carolina would probably be the Bills. The Bills winning the Super Bowl would probably be the biggest one. Carolina right behind them.
Yeah, I think so because that 0-4 still sits.
Yeah,
like
that's a monkey. That's a gorilla
right
on
there.
The back.
So like I feel like that for the Buffalo Bills fans, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, I don't want to see it. I hope the curse continues. I'm not even gonna hold you. Yep, I may be just a little intoxicated because I've been sipping on this eggnog and Jamaican rum all night, but that's besides the point. I don't want to see the Buffalo Bills win a Super Bowl.
No.
Call me a hater.
No.
Oh well, don't care.
No.
Josh Allen's a quarterback. I don't want to see it.
I do not want to see them niggas win the Super Bowl. Sorry.
I know y'all. Sorry, Buffalo Bills fans, but I'm on the record saying
not while Josh Allen is there, because the last thing I need is more Josh Allen. Oh, he's the greatest, second greatest quarterback of all time. But you know what I would want to see? Perfect segue. I would love to see this.
The people around here call him the Carolina Reaper. Going that way. McMillan in the end zone. He's got it! And that's going to be a Panthers touchdown! Bryce Young had it all the way. Young is trying to scramble out of it, and he cuts back. Bryce Young made it all happen from Bryce Young. Made for a first down. It's will fire over the middle and open. And it's McMillan. He's going to throw it deep for Coker. And he holds it.
Now, it's amazing what a little bit of confidence will do.
Man, look.
Just a little bit. Because they doubted Bryce for a very long time. It was on. We did it. I did. Yeah. I will admit to it.
For sure, we did.
But like I said, once I get new information, I can update my status.
Exactly. That's how it goes.
That's just how it goes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm proud of Bryce. Let me go ahead and say it. I'm proud of him, right? Because he made a believer out of not just us, but out of a lot of people, right? There's still a lot of people that won't give him his praise and it doesn't feel like he's that good. But looking at the outlook of his play, right? You come in, right? Heisman winner, obviously, right? He has a lot of hopes on him, a lot of hype coming into Carolina. He's supposed to be this kind of savior, and he obviously doesn't pan out at first. He gets benched, but then he stays the course, right? Like most people who get benched, they kind of get in their own head and take themselves out of the proverbial game, but he stays the course, right? He gets his job back eventually, right? And then after that, he doesn't lose it, right? They get a new coach. They draft Terratola McMillan. You draft an Xavier Leggett. You bring in freaking Rico Dowdle from the Cowboys. You got Chuba Hubbard. Like they have a recipe, right? And then on top of that, they bring in the Derek Brown, who is crazy. Pro Bowl snub, which I probably think we're going to get into later, but crazy Pro Bowl snub. Because if you looked at him last year when he didn't play, compared to this year when he played, that Carolina Panthers defense looked tremendously different. Literally tremendously different night and day, right? Kind of like my lights in here, right? So with that defense and him at the commanding commanding spot in quarterback, right, leading the offense down the field, leading them in tough games, right, a huge upset win against the Rams, and then to continue that play to clinch the division. Yeah, no, what Bryce has arrived. Yeah, he's arrived. He's here, and he said, "I'm here to stay. Y'all better give me my respect."
Yeah,
and he's doing it undersized.
Yeah, and I think a lot has to go into everything that you said. It's the heart of a champion, is what we would call it. Even though he hasn't won a championship like that, I'm just saying it's just the heart of a champion. It's that never say die attitude. Mm-hmm. Especially a young quarterback, they always tell you how you can ruin a quarterback's mentality. You can hurt his confidence by benching him, because he's been benched 3 different times.
Yep.
He doesn't play well, they sit him. He comes back, he plays well, doesn't play well, they sit him. They bring him in, he plays well, doesn't play well, then they sit him. And this is where he is now. Like that can mess you up, but it didn't mess him up. He stayed the course, like you said. Like that shows a lot, and that lets me know that a lot of the guys in that locker room trust him.
Yep. Thinking the same thing. That's their guy. At the end of the day, they're going to ride with him. They're going to ride by him. And wrong or right, that's their quarterback at the end of the day. And I think the coaches did a really good job. And I think when it comes to benching, because I know on the outside looking in, a lot of the times people think that you get benched because you're not playing well or because you're fucking up or you're making mistakes. Sometimes that's not what it's about. It's not what it's about at all. Sometimes coaches just pull you out just so they can talk.
Mm-hmm.
Literally just so they can talk. Hey, well, come on, I gotta holler at you about something. Did you see this? Did you see that? Are we gonna let him finish out these last 2 series and you can get your ass back in there? Sometimes they pull you out just so they can talk. Hey, now you need more mental reps than physical reps. Yeah, you're the starter. Yeah, you've been balling out for the whole season, but today you need to take some mental reps. They're gonna bust you out that iPad. You're gonna sit right there next to him, standing right next to him. You can get a headset on, and you get to call him plays for your backup because he wants to see how well you know the plays. Yes, you can go out there and play it, but how well can you go out there and call the plays? How well can you go out there and identify defense? How well can you go out there and make checks and adjustments? That's what the coach wants to see. So it may not be just because he was fucking up, but he's trying to test you to see what you know and see what you don't know so that he can build on that or take some of that back just to see what kind of player that he has. Not all benching is because somebody is playing bad.
Yeah, and I say, I say it to my coworkers, my employees that work for me. I say it to the players that I coach. I don't know what to fix if I don't know what you see. And for a head coach, sometimes, like you said, you just got to pull somebody off to the side. Just stay next to me. Look at the game from the sidelines. Tell me what you see.
Mm-hmm.
Because once I know what you're looking at, then I know how to tweak some things.
Mm-hmm. I know how to coach
Caleb
you.
Leads the Bears to the Super Bowl. Would that stop or what? I don't know what that means.
But that's a part of coaching, right? Like I used to love when my coach, whenever I used to come back from the sideline, whenever I used to come back to the sideline or come back to the benches, they always used to ask like, "Oh, well, what did you see?" Right?
Yeah.
So just like Mel said, the coach was just gonna sit there next to you, like, "Hey, what you see out there? What are we seeing?"
Yeah. But the thing with Bryce, I think he's been on both sides of it. I think he's been in the doghouse and he's been told to sit down. I think especially like when Red Rifle, Andy Dalton. When Andy Dalton went in for like 2 games, I think they wanted him to learn from Andy Dalton.
Yeah. See what he sees, right? Understand what a veteran sees and how a veteran plays the game and just how that is and how that's able to help him. And people got to really think about it like this, right? Because I believe the Panthers head coach is Dave Canales. So with Dave, him and Bryce are learning on the fly together. He's a young coach. Bryce is a young quarterback. So him being benched may not have been because Bryce was playing bad, right? It was maybe because he had to learn how the NFL adjusted through the eyes of a veteran. And not only that, but Dave had to also learn how to be a head coach through the eyes of a veteran, because Andy Dalton's been in the league for years, right? The rifle been around for years, right? Sometimes some of these players are in the league longer than these coaches have been coaching or been in the league themselves, right? A lot of people forget Kellen Moore has not been coaching that long. A lot of players have been playing longer than Kellen Moore has been coaching himself.
Right.
So a lot of these times when a coach is young and he has a young quarterback and they kind of learning together, he may get benched and a lot of the times you'll see like Bryce had, he'll have the iPad, he'll have the clipboard, he'll have a marker, he'll have the headset on. He's learning right now, learning the calls, learning the checks. And then once those calls and checks get reciprocated, he's going in and he's seeing how that is when it's being played by a veteran.
Is older than everybody on the damn Colts. And it's funny that you bring up the Phillip Rivers, because I had to. There was a video that I commented on Instagram where a guy was saying that how bad did he say, I don't know if it was coaching. No, he said quarterback development is bad because Phillip Rivers can come in and do what he did with the Colts. And I had to inform him that Phillip Rivers has been playing quarterback since 1996.
Yeah.
Like Phillip Rivers
before that
has been way before that, as far as like college and all that other shit.
Yeah. Like
he's been playing a lot of football. It's different for him to come in off the street and play quarterback because he has so much football in his head, opposed to a 21, 22-year-old trying to come into the NFL and play quarterback. That kid has not played enough football to dissect the deep. There's no defense you could put in front of Phillip Rivers that he has never seen before.
Mitch Trubisky probably could call plays in Buffalo. Aaron Rodgers used to call plays in Green Bay all the time.
Yeah.
In fact, Aaron Rodgers was called plays in New York.
Yeah. Once you get to a certain point, especially as a quarterback, we've seen it with Brady, we've seen it with Peyton, we've seen it with Montana, we've seen it with Rodgers. Once you get to a certain point, the offensive coordinator is just there so that y'all can work in unison.
Yeah.
Like Peyton will go to the line with 3-4 plays.
Literally.
Just based off of situation. He would have 3-4 plays ready to go.
One based off coverage, one based off situation, one based off down and distance, and one based off if the linebacker was in the A gap or not.
Yeah. So, because those types of guys, they've seen so much football that you give them the freedom to just, whatever you see, make it happen.
Yep.
That was part of the fight between Bruce Arians and Tom Brady when he first got to Tampa.
Yeah. Yeah. And with the current head coach now, Todd Bowles.
Yeah. It's just like
part of the reason, like they went at it a lot. It's the reason why Tom Brady is seen yelling in Josh McDaniels' face, even during the Patriots dynasties. Because we all know Josh McDaniels does not like when quarterbacks change the line of the plays. What did Tom Brady do? Notoriously change the line into fucking
Tom Brady
change the play at the line.
He don't listen. He'd never listen.
He never listened to Josh McDaniels at all. That's the reason why they got into it a lot. You've seen the redness of Tom Brady all in Josh McDaniels' face. Like, yeah, nigga, get out my ear because I'm changing the play. I don't care. It happens a lot. You've seen it last year with Russell Wilson going back and forth with Arthur Smith.
But that's probably one of the bigger ones where an offensive coordinator ego, it destroyed the team and Russ's career all in one swoop. Because I think it was against the Bengals when Russ went for 400 yards and 4 or 5 touchdowns, whatever the fuck it was, went crazy. But Arthur Smith was mad as fucking, he was hot as fish grease because Russ was changing the plays at the line.
He was changing the plays at the line.
And he told him, don't change my plays. And what did Russ do for the rest of the season? Whatever play came in, Russ ran it just like that.
And then the
Steelers proceeded to lose the rest of the season.
Look ass. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And because
Bieniemy did not. I talked about that earlier.
Yeah, we talked about that last week. Bieniemy he was the structure that Mahomes needed. Mahomes without structure is a scary thing. It's very scary. He needs structure. And Andy Reid is the parent that lets you eat ice cream for breakfast. And while Bieniemy was there, he wasn't allowing any of that. So when Mahomes would get off script too much, the enemy would reel him in. Like, no, we need to do this, this, and this. Andy Reid doesn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why the if you pay attention, and we've said this 1,000 times, if you the last 3 seasons you've watched a decline. Don't, regardless if they went to the Super Bowl or not, just understand what I'm telling you. You watched a decline for the past 3 years in what the Chiefs' offense and Patrick Mahomes has looked like.
Yep.
Everybody want to blame it on, well, he don't got receivers and he don't got this. Tyreek Hill was a kick returner before he wasn't
legitimately.
He wasn't a top flight wide receiver.
Nope. He was legitimately a returner. That's it.
Like, that offense turned Tyreek Hill, and then he developed into a number 1, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But still, when they first got him, that is not what Tyreek Hill
he was. Nope, that's not what he was at all. Now forget, Tyreek Hill was not the number 1 threat. He was not the number 1 option. It was Sammy Watkins.
Yep, you had Sammy Watkins. You had Travis Kelce. What was the other receiver? I don't want to get off track. Either way.
That's a lot of people forget. That's what happened.
Like there's a lot of...
Tyreek Hill didn't start off just as a superstar, but there you go. But like I said earlier, because a lot of guys, when they leave, they give that coach a specific set of plays, and once those plays run out, because either those plays ran out or because the defense have caught up to those play calls, now you have to go back and either give those play calling duties to somebody else, or you have to adjust. Andy Reid can adjust.
Yeah. No, we said that. I said that either last week or the week before last. I was like, if you notice how good the Bears' running game is this season, it's because Eric Bieniemy is their running backs coach. Like, a lot of things have changed. Like, that offense, Eric Bieniemy isn't just a running backs coach. He's helping out Ben Johnson with the offense. Like, he's doing a lot of different things. Eric Bieniemy is going to rebuild himself. He'll be a head coach in another 3 to 4 years.
Mm-hmm. This is the reason why you've seen DJ Moore in the backfield a lot more. Because he has ball running ability, like ball carrying ability.
Yeah, he's like a slightly bigger version of Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, that's the reason why they have him in the
backfield. A more in shape version of Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, so that's the reason. That's the reason as to why. It's the reason why last year you didn't see Caleb take off and run as much more and use his legs. This year you seen him do that. There's a reason for that. Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah. Eric Bieniemy he's a very good coach. Now, he's not for everyone because he's more of an old school style coach where he's going to be in your face. He's going to tell you what he don't like, and he's going to compliment you as well. But you have to, you just got to take the construct. It's a love sandwich. It's going to, you're going to give you the bread, but he's going to give you the meat and potatoes in the middle. But you just got to be able to take what he says. Don't take it personally. You just chew the meat, spit out the bone, pretty much.
You ever heard the saying that why does it feel like when he tells me he loves me, it hurts?
Right. Yeah, there you go.
That's why, right? Whenever a coach like, hey, I love you, you feel me? Or your dad, you feel me? Or your uncle who ain't seen it for a little bit, he been in the pen, you know what I'm saying? He tell you love you and it kind of feel like it hurt a little bit, but it's coming from a good spot. It's like that's Eric Bieniemy. You know what I mean? Like, he gonna tell you some shit and he's gonna criticize you and it's gonna hurt, but it's something that you needed at the time.
I don't know if Mike McDaniels is gone yet. He might have saved his job towards the end of the season.
Tua didn't save his job, and Mike might have saved his job.
Right, but I don't think Miami is a spot for Bieniemy. Just personnel wise, I don't think it'll work with him and what he wants to do. Now, I can tell you a spot where he could go, whether people want to like it or not. I mean, he can go to Cleveland,
Vegas. No,
but I did see that even though I was pissed off about it, he could definitely come to Vegas. That's for sure.
I'm just saying, Tom. I'm just saying.
But I saw that the Raiders were looking at Clint Kubiak.
I get it. I understand.
And I was upset about it. I was upset about it because I was like, didn't we just take a Seahawks coach and yada yada yada. But then I sat down for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I watched the Clint Kubiak offense. That offense with the Raiders.
Yeah.
Because
I like Clint.
you look at you look at the two, he runs a lot of two tight end sets.
Yeah.
You look at the receivers, you look at the running back, you look, it looks good. I like now. I would love it if they can get Clint Kubiak and Jalen Milroe. If we can get Clint Kubiak and Jalen Milroe and get rid of Geno, I'm cool with that.
Never can get that lucky.
Then that would make my day.
I hate it. I hate it here.
He said I hate it.
I hate it here. Oh my God. And you know what's crazy? Because like I'm not mad at that. I honestly would like that a lot. But I do think also if you get a guy like Eric Bieniemy, you pair with somebody like Ashton Genty in that offense.
Bieniemy too. I like an Eric Bieniemy offense. The only difference is that we would definitely have to find a quarterback.
Yeah, NFL hates us though. We're not gonna get that lucky.
Yeah, but I doubt we get that lucky. If Caleb and the Bears win a Super Bowl, would that keep them in the city or not move to Arlington Heights? Oh no, they moving regardless.
Yeah, no, they're moving regardless. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, no, they up out of there.
There's
too much money in
Indiana, and the Chiefs are as good as gone to Kansas.
Yeah, no, there's too much money in that movie.
Yep. Indiana's going to become a true football state. Well, Indiana football, obviously you got Indiana basketball, but then you're going to have the Chicago Bears moving to East Chicago in Indiana. So there's going to be that. And yeah, no, it's going to that's probably going to happen within the next few years.
Yeah. And there's no state tax in Indiana.
There you go.
That's why I said it's just too much money for them to do it. It's just too much money.
They can get a new state-of-the-art stadium. They can still keep the Chicago Bears name. They don't have to change it to the Indiana Bears or anything like that. And retain a lot of the money and the proceeds because the Bears definitely need it as of right now. Yeah.
And then what happens is free agency becomes a little bit easier to get players to play.
Yeah.
Speaking of players to play, someone who's not playing for the next couple of weeks, another head case in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
DK Metcalf lost his shit.
Literally and financially.
Right. And then he lied about it. That's the biggest part about it.
I'm so glad we're going to get into this because that is the biggest problem I have. That's always the biggest problem that I have. Always. I hate that. I do not like that at all.
Right. The thing about it is like, I don't understand why people, why you would lie as if people don't have cameras and recorders and all the stuff that people have disposed to them these days. Eventually it's going to come out. Like, why would you do that?
In 2025, you lying about something that motherfuckers can have thousands and thousands of video angles and sound bites of is actually crazy. I don't understand why y'all choose to crash out in these moments and then lie about why you had to crash out. Like it never makes sense to me. And then the fact that you automatically want to go to some racist stuff, or he called you the C word, or I don't fucking care, bro. I don't care.
And even if he did,
so what? So
what?
You're in the stands. I'm out here doing something that you wish you could. Like, and then on top of that, how did you even hear him?
Okay, that's my part in all of this. When I'm on the sidelines, when I was on the sidelines, bro, I didn't hear nothing.
I didn't hear shit.
Like, if it wasn't a coach or me talking to the players and shit, like, I didn't care. I don't listen to the chatter going on behind me.
I promise you, Mel, I promise you, and this even happens now, I don't hear nothing except a random ass voice that just so happens to be my mom. Now it's my wife. But now I don't like if it's not them, I don't hear nothing. Like back in high school, we had this school that we played up in like kind of like bumfuck nowhere, in Granite Bay, right? Walking in, of course, we heard all the slurs and all the stuff. They were throwing rocks and stuff at our bus, calling us the N-word, all kind of crazy stuff like that, right? Go in there and kick their ass and walk out. That's the whole freaking crowd was silent. They didn't hear shit. I didn't hear nothing after that. I didn't hear nothing during the game. I didn't hear nothing after the game. You want to know why? Because everybody was crying because he whooped their ass. I'm trying to figure out how you win the game. You're winning the game against a team when you probably shouldn't be winning against. And you decide to go not like behind your sideline, but like all the way towards where the end zone was, yoke a nigga up by his shirt because he called you by your government name, and then swing on him,
and then miss. Like
and
if you're gonna do if you're gonna do that, at least connect, make it worth it.
And then miss, and then not even forget that, bro. You should at least, if you're gonna do that, at least drag the nigga out the goddamn seat or
pull
something.
Him out the stands, put him to sleep, do something.
You feel me? Like
earn that, like earn the fine and the suspension. You didn't even earn the fine nor the suspension.
You lost out on 50 mil and it wasn't even worth it.
Then you voided out the last 2 years of your contract,
and it wasn't even worth it. You didn't even get no. You ain't even. That's why I'm saying y'all be the dumbest out, bro, because you crashing out over somebody saying something, bro. I don't care if anybody, I don't care what somebody said. I don't care if you talk about my mama. What? My mama gonna sit up there and slap you with $100 bill while I'm sitting there on the freaking on the field playing. Like, what are we doing here? Are we serious?
Yeah, I don't get why players crash out in the middle of games like that.
I just don't get why players crash out on like if you crashing out on your homie, your teammate, or whatever the case may be. All right, bro, y'all teammates, y'all probably gonna fade in the locker room later. But you crashing out on somebody that is in the stands.
It couldn't have been me. Because if he would have grabbed me and hit me, I would look him dead in his face. Like, bro, you about to lose your job. Bro, I will see you in court. I will see you in court, my dude.
You are cooked. That's exactly what I'm at when I'm right here, Debo style, okay? He got me yoked up right here. I'm finna lean in right here, real nice. You're cooked.
Yeah, you're done. You're done.
You're cooked, brother.
You're done. You're done.
DeKalen, you are cooked.
You are
cooked. What? I'm taking all of that. The hell 50 mil you just voided, I'm taking that.
Bro, you are my retirement fund.
Yeah. You gonna be the reason why I'm in the suite and not over down here for the rest of my life.
Stupid.
You're cooked. You're cooked.
Super cooked. Couldn't have been me. I'm sorry. Couldn't have been me. Speaking of cooked, so there's been a lot of chatter about Lamar Jackson and him being immature all of a sudden. I don't know where this came from. Absolutely ridiculous. Colin Cowherd said something stupid. Nick Wright. Well, let's get to the Nick Wright stuff real quick.
Most definitely.
Of immaturity with Lamar Jackson. Within the game, doesn't face much adversity, but when he does, I think we see some immaturity. I think the way he uses social media speaks to immaturity. Being damn near 30 and not figuring out how to not get sick every winter when your job demands you be at your best every winter speaks to immaturity. He's the most important person in that franchise. He's an adult. He's a professional athlete. And he is the only, forget star, just starting quarterback in this league that every single year he can't manage to figure out how to not get the seasonal flu and miss his practice. That's a problem. There's a lot of stuff about this stage Lamar Jackson that flags as odd given his stature in the league, his stature with his team, and how good of a player he is. He's the only franchise quarterback in this league that the team seems to have no line on his week-to-week, day-to-day health status. He's the only franchise quarterback in this league that we expect every winter to get sick and have it show up on an injury report. It's been 6 winters in a row that this has happened. The only one it didn't was when he missed winter with an injury. You hold your face of the franchise star player to a high standard, and I think this is one area where Lamar is lacking.
Okay. This is how false narratives start. This is what lying can do. Because what happens is somebody's going to hear Nick Wright say that. They're going to be like, yeah, Lamar Jackson, every winter, the nigga gets sick. Lamar Jackson doesn't miss games. Lamar Jackson doesn't miss games. If he misses a practice, 1 or 2, so what? Lamar Jackson, let's start with his. I'm not going to go with his rookie season because this is rookie season. He started the last 8 games of the season. And mind you, in that season, he didn't miss a single game after he started. 2019, Baltimore Ravens were 13-2. Lamar Jackson only missed one. Remember the 16-game season. He only missed 1 game. That was the last game of the season because they had the division locked up. There was no reason for him to play. 2020, got sick. Motherfucker caught COVID. Only missed 1 game. Got COVID.
Just like I'm assuming everybody else in the world, but okay.
Right. 2021 was the year he got hurt, messed up the ankle, missed the end of the season. 2022, the PCL strain, when he missed the back half of the season. 2023, 13-4, won the division. Know what game he missed? Last game of the season because they had the division locked up. Last year, played all 17 games, didn't miss a fucking game. So what are we talking about? His favorite guy, LeBron James. You know who don't practice? LeBron James. To quote the great Allen Iverson, we talking about practice? Practice, not a game. Practice. The fuck out of here.
We're attributing his availability to somebody's health, and it's funny because
but he missed games this year because he was hurt.
Because he was hurt, not because he was sick. And he's never missed games because he was sick. We're talking about missing practice because he was sick. Which if you ever, played football, you're not allowed in the facility the first 2 days that you're sick because that's when you're most contagious.
Yeah. I mean,
that's Charles Barkley.
Yeah, I'm not mad at especially your quarterback. Like, I get what he's trying to say. Oh, well, your quarterback's got it. At a certain point, you can't risk your quarterback getting hurt. And in practice, they don't do a lot of shit. No way.
Here's the thing. I really wish people would stick to what they know and not to what they think they know. Because Nick Wright, you're not a medical professional. I'm pretty sure, I don't think you've taken an infectious diseases class to understand the human body and how it works, to understand that anybody can get sick at any point in time during the year, especially during the winter time when the temperatures drop and you live in somewhere like, I don't know, Baltimore where it just so happens to snow. Not Los Angeles to where, sunny all the fucking time and it barely rains, but Baltimore, Maryland to where it's actually very, very cold. And you can probably be susceptible to, I don't know, the common cold or the flu that is seasonal, just like I'm assuming a lot of people in that area. It's also interesting to try to contribute somebody's sickness to them missing games when he doesn't miss games. And then you're trying to contribute that same sickness to immaturity as if him being mature would stop him from getting sick. How does maturity stop somebody from getting sick? If that was the case, everybody in the world should be mature and then nobody would have caught COVID in 2020, right?
Basically, that's what I mean. This is why I said, this is why I don't like big head media. This is why we tell y'all you can't listen to these idiots because they say stuff like that. I don't like what he does on his social media. It's his social media. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
And this is the funny part about that, right? You don't like what he's done on his social media. I follow him on Instagram. I follow him on Twitter.
Yeah, I've never seen anything immature on his social media.
What immaturity could you be talking about? Like I said, I follow him on Instagram. I follow him on Twitter. I wanted to go look at his stories, right? I go look at his retweets, his likes on freaking Twitter. What are y'all? What immaturity?
What's immature?
Can y'all be talking about? What's immature about him showing up to work? And about him getting hurt at a game that's physical yet again and being upset about it.
But these are the false narratives. So if he's immature, he's immature. I've seen quarterbacks in the NFL post what you would consider immature stuff.
Same.
And Lamar Jackson is not one of those guys.
He's immature, but the coach isn't immature for sitting their star running back when he's dominating the game.
Oh, that was part B. I was going to get to the Ravens because we said that Jim Harbaugh needed to go probably about a month ago.
Yep.
I think he solidified that by sitting Derrick Henry in a must-win game. A must-win game. You had to win that game.
Literally.
Well, you needed to win that game. Honestly, you had to, but you needed to win that game. And you sat your running back for the whole fourth quarter.
After he just scored. And he was having a dominant game. Like
when he started to heat up, you need to be fired.
Immediately.
That is coaching.
And investigated, because what the fuck are you doing?
That is coaching malpractice. And then he wants to put it on, oh, well, we have a two-back system. And this, if you're the head coach, you look at the offensive coordinator and be like, put 22 back in the game.
A two-back system? When I have Derrick Henry right here, and he's heating up, and he just scored. There is no two-back system. There's a Derrick Henry system. Give him the ball, and everybody get out the way.
Get out the way.
What are we doing? Yeah, no,
Bad
somebody
coaching.
has to get fired. Because if you don't have a logical answer for me, you're fired. Get out of my building now.
If y'all missed the playoffs because of that, clean out
immediately.
Clean your office out.
Immediately. You have to go. Because what? Yeah, no, you have to go. You have to go. I'm sorry. No, you can't. You cannot be in this office anymore. You can't be in this building anymore because there's no way. You just cost us the playoffs.
Yep. Okay, let's get to the real quick the Akeem Talib situation with the Lions, Steelers, pass interference, not pass interference, refs inconsistency with their calls. What is your say? You're the resident DB. I play DB, but you're the resident DB.
Are we talking about the key situation where he said that the DBs are making it easy for him? And I mean, I'm not going to say the DBs are making it easy for him. I would think the league or the refs are making it easy for everybody. But I mean, he technically wasn't lying. I'm not gonna lie. Look, I understand. Like Skip said, you're resident DB. This is crazy coming from. He's technically not lying.
I think I'm going like this, and it's kind of like how I say when people talk about Shea in basketball, and they're like, "Oh, well, he's foul hunting and all that other shit." I'm like, well, he's only doing what the rules and the refs are allowing to happen. Like if the rule changes, then he has to go back to doing what we do.
Yeah. The
DBs have to adjust to what the refs and what the offenses are doing. It's real simple. If I know we're playing man and me and you playing corner, I got the slide, you got it outside. We automatically have to tell each other real quick, yo, I got anything that comes in. I got two. You got one. But if one comes inside, I got him. If two goes outside, you get him.
Yep.
Like, we got to talk. we can't just sit there and assume that we know what the other person is going to do.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry cost him. Yeah, but that was a long time ago. You
All the
can't.
way back in
He's still
beginning
your
of the
best.
season.
He's still your best running back and your second best player on your offense.
When you have the lead, you would think that you use your running back to close the game out. No,
right. That's like you have to do that. You don't. That literally, we just talked about this with Bryce Young. You can kill the confidence of your star player by doing these types of things,
or just completely turn him off to the point where he doesn't want to play on your team anymore.
right? Like you don't. To give Derrick Henry confidence, you can say, yeah, we know you cost us 2 games earlier in the season with fumbles, but we still trust you. Go close this fucking game.
Yeah, like what? No, that doesn't attribute. But I mean, at the end of the day, as far as like I said, me being a DB and the communication, like you gotta adjust. And I'm not gonna lie, like I keep saying, like I'm not one to go and complain and cry to the refs and I'm talking, oh ref, nigga, I don't fucking care. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not here to play football. At the end of the day, I'm one of the ones that's gonna commit a penalty and put my hand up like, yeah, that was me, I did it. And guess what? I'm gonna look at the ref. I'm gonna look at my coach. I'm gonna look at the person I committed the penalty against, and guess what? I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, like we talked about this. Like defenses have caught up to the offenses, and in the same breath, your communication in the secondary has to catch up to the communication between wide receiver and quarterback.
Yeah.
If you see a bunch formation, you got to know. Look, they're trying to cause havoc.
Yeah.
And what is the best way to do it? If we got trips, I was always taught, especially because if I had to slide, look, only one man can beat us in this trips formation.
Yep.
You take the head of the snake off. Whoever's in the middle of that bunch,
destroy him.
You tear his ass up.
Destroy him.
He does not get off the line of scrimmage free.
At all. Destroy him. I'm not even talking about jam him up. I'm talking about the outside linebacker. You come and all this right here needs to be over there on the sideline. Okay? He needs to be destroyed. All of that jumbled up. Destroy it. Destroy it. Destroy him. The person in the middle needs to be destroyed. Period.
And that's all communication. That's understanding when we get onto the field. Like if we're in zone, if I know I got flats and we're looking at the twins, knowing like, look, I'm gonna check outside to inside first. Like, just know that you make sure you get deep. Don't worry about anything from 6 and in. I got you. Yep. Don't worry about it. You ain't got to read hitches. Don't worry about nothing. You don't have to worry about stops, slants, and nothing. I'm eating all of that up. You make sure you get back. That's just communication.
Yeah.
Like you can't forget to do that when you're in the secondary. Like that's the most important. That's what made Ed Reed so important. That's what made Troy Polamalu so good. That's what made Deion Sanders, Champ Bailey, Charles Woodson. These guys, if you look at them, they're constantly talking.
Literally, always talking. Never shut up on the field.
You have to talk. You just can't allow shit to just happen. No, that's stupidness. You are setting yourself up for failure by allowing that to happen.
Facts. That's true.
Okay. We had games on Christmas. Cowboys, Commanders, Lions, Vikings, Broncos, Chiefs. I think every game went the way that we thought it would. No, I think I picked Washington. But I didn't realize that game, though. But I didn't realize Mariota wasn't playing. Josh Johnson was playing.
It was pretty close to that game, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Them boys did their Dougie out there.
Yeah. But we did. I know we had the Vikings and I know we had the Broncos. All right. So we got games this weekend. Yes. Texans, Chargers.
Ooh. Damn, this is gonna be a really good one.
That's a good game. It's a good game.
Is a really good game.
I don't know why this is a 1:00 game. I mean, well,
right?
it's a 4:00 game for everybody else, 1:00 game for us.
It should be It should be Sunday night or
Oh,
Saturday
my
night.
bad. This is tomorrow. I am
Yeah.
tripping. Yeah, this is a Saturday game.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Texans.
You want Texans? I'm gonna go
I'm going
Chargers.
Texans. That pass rush with the Chargers O line being banged up right now, I think it doesn't make a good combination for Justin Herbert.
True. But I think Marion Hampton coming, has been running the ball. They've been running the ball strong. I like the kid.
Now that is true.
Was it Vidal?
Yes.
Like him. I like him a lot. Him and the Bears running back.
I always forget his name, but
I can't think of his name. But I like them. I like those two
but
guys.
fiery runner. Yeah, he's really good too.
Ravens, Packers.
And I don't think Lamar's playing this weekend either. But then again, Jordan Love isn't playing this weekend.
I'm gonna go Packers. I think because Malik Willis is gonna make a lot of money this offseason. He's gonna be somebody's starting quarterback.
I'm hoping he comes out west, but that's just me. Damn. I know I said last week was a must win for the Ravens, but
this is a must win
like
for the Ravens.
Legitimately,
this is legit
must win. Like y'all cannot lose this game.
No,
this game I think has trade implications on it. This game has the opportunity.
Since you said the trade, I meant to talk about that as well. So word around the campfire, Lamar might be on the hot seat.
I mean, I heard him and Derrick Henry.
And one of the teams super interested, and Lamar was vocal about wanting to go there, one Las Vegas Raiders because of Tom Brady. Now, if they can somehow get Lamar Jackson's ass to the Raiders.
Now look, man.
Now, would you do this? This is your question. This is Melvin Namulich. The Raiders are going to have a top 3 pick in the draft.
Yes, we are.
Maybe the number 1 pick in the draft.
Possibly.
Now, would you trade that number 1 overall pick and maybe a second? And I don't know. I'm not giving them Max Crosby. So
Nah.
And maybe a player or two to the Baltimore Ravens for Lamar Jackson.
See, Mel, you're already here, right? Because I had this conversation with the homie legitimately last week before we went on this break, right? Now, he told me that everybody in his circle, and like I've been hearing, a lot of Raider fans are high on Mendoza. Me personally, I don't feel like we should take a quarterback in this draft. Personally, I feel like we should trade it, get a quarterback in the free agent market, and acquire a whole bunch of draft picks and a whole bunch of players to build our team around said quarterback that we acquire. Now, my pick was a Malik Willis because, like you said, he's going to make a lot of money this offseason, right? But I've been hearing these murmurs, man. I've been hearing some nice little murmurs that somebody from Florida wants to go out and play in Florida. But if that is not available, then he will be open and willing to come to the next best place, which is Las Vegas. I say do it because, like I said, I don't see any young quarterback that I would personally be willing to pull the trigger on in the early days or the early rounds of this draft and build around. I know a lot of people are all in on Mendoza, but I feel like
I don't like
get a Lamar, Brock, Ashton. All I'm saying, magic can happen.
I would lean on that. I would like that a lot if Lamar could find his way to Vegas. Malik Willis is another guy I wouldn't mind. Anthony Richardson, another guy I wouldn't mind. As much as people don't really fuck with fast feet, I wouldn't mind it depending on what we had to do to get fast feet.
True. I mean, shit. Since the Browns is planning on rolling out Deshaun Watson, y'all might as well go ahead and give us our guy that y'all was supposed to let us. We were supposed to draft in the first place.
if they can pull something to get Shador, that's a whole nother.
That's all we need, because we were supposed to. And see, look, I had this conversation too as well, right? I said the Raiders had a really fucked up draft this year because we drafted Ashton Genty, right, 6th overall. We still had enough picks to draft 2 offensive linemen, which played this past weekend, also looked very good, and also a whole bunch of defensive rookies and a few receivers, right? I said all of that.
They could have not drafted Cam Miller and got Shador.
And they could have drafted Shador Sanders, dog. We could have had Ashton. We could have had Jack. We could have had Brock. We could have had Mike. And we could have had Shador. And we still could have damn near had Isaiah Bond if we wanted to.
And I think we could have got Isaiah. Yep, 100%, 100%. Okay. I'm gonna get to the second part of this whole thing in 2 more picks. But what we said, I'll take in the Packers against the Ravens. Then we have the Browns versus the Steelers. I'm calling upset right now.
Yeah, because I'm calling upset.
Because Mike Tomlin already has his winning season. So
yeah, no, it's in the bag.
Yeah. So they was kind of high last week, Aaron Rodgers and Cam Hayward, and they were, he's my guy. Myles Garrett gonna get about 4 sacks this week.
Yeah.
And then Shador is gonna go on and get that dub for the squad.
Yeah, and against a divisional rival. Yeah, and you're right, T3. Raiders could have had a really solid core for the future, but they fucked it up, just like always. But like Mel said, I'm calling upset. The Steelers have been on a high horse, and I've been telling y'all all season the Steelers are not a good team. I'm just waiting for y'all to see it. I think you guys are going to see it this week.
Yep. Giants, Raiders, and what I was going to say is, if Shador Sanders had started a half and didn't complete a pass, and was like 0 for 9, I think Jackson Dart was, before he completed his first pass. And I think, what did he have, like 80-something yards in the interception? Yep. If that was Shador Sanders, y'all would have fucking lit his ass up. Y'all didn't do that for Jackson Dart. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. Seems kind of odd that no one said anything about that horrendous performance that he put on. And another thing.
Horrible.
Shador Sanders has only played in 6 games this year.
6.
He only has 560 some odd less yards than Jackson Dart, who played 12.
Just want to let y'all know that. Just throw that out there.
Just to let you know.
Yeah, just to throw that out there.
Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out. But Raiders, Giants, both 2-13. This is probably for that first overall pick.
It is. And y'all done already pissed Max off because y'all told him he's not playing this game. Y'all shut him down for the rest of the season. And nigga done left the fucking building. Y'all done made him mad. See? Congratulations.
Yep.
Give me the Giants, man. Y'all are fucking... Ugh.
I want to take the Giants, but Ashton Genty going to run for 300 yards.
Actually, you're right. Gino might actually have him. Nah, never mind.
Put it like this. I am going to put it on Geno Smith. Geno is going to play like Geno, and the Raiders are going to lose. That's it. Yeah. Geno is going to do Geno things, and I need Geno to do Geno things.
So we can get that first.
So we can get that number 1 overall pick. That's going to help us trade for Shador.
Yeah, or Lamar.
It's a trade piece. That's what we need. So Geno, Eugene, do not fuck this up,
please. But we need Ashton to look good though, because
I need Ashton to look good. So
he is still the top Russian rookie in the league right now. Trey Henderson got hurt. Quinshon Judkins got hurt. Ashton is the lone wolf standing, and he's still number 1 in rushing yards. Go ahead, make my boy get to a 1K so he can have a nice little rookie season. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be a good coach, good OC. We need a quarterback in Vegas.
He'll be a good coach and OC in the Chinese Football League.
I'm gonna start the semi-pro team. He can be my OC.
Yeah, that he can come. He can come on down to my league. We need him down here. Other than that, stay away from the NFL.
Stay away. So I'm gonna take the Giants because I need the Raiders to lose.
Yeah, number 1 pick, baby. Here we come.
Here we go. Bears 49ers. Both teams 11-4. Actually, and the crazy thing about this, both teams are playing for the division.
They are.
They're respecting divisions.
Give me the Bears. I like how Brock Purdy's looked as of lately, but I think he really struggles against this opportunistic Bears defense.
I'm gonna keep it going with King Light Skin. I'm gonna keep it going. How many yards is Caleb away from 4,000? Let's see. 600 yards. He's got 2 games to get 600 yards.
2 games to get 600.
He gonna be throwing the shit out that motherfucker.
I think he can do it.
That's 300 yards for the next 2 games because he's literally at 3,400 even.
Whoo, that's beautiful. How many touchdowns?
23.
That's not bad.
6 interceptions.
That's beautiful. Yeah. That's beautiful. Yeah. I think he can do it.
I mean, he's averaging 226 yards a game. He's gonna have to up that up.
Yeah, just a little bit, slightly, but I think it's doable. I got faith in my boy.
All right, we're gonna see. Now I want him to do it. I want this season to be everything that the Bears collective needed to be. A winning season, you win the division, your first 4,000-yard passer in the franchise history, home field in the playoffs.
With the possibility to go to the Super Bowl. I like this.
Is a Bear wide receiver coming back? Who got hurt?
Which one?
Who got hurt? Or Doomsday got hurt? Or DJ Moore?
Yeah, I was gonna say which one? Gotta be more specific. And then they still got love. They still got love. They still got command. And since the Doomsday, they still got DJ Moore. I think they should be fine. And I don't know. He should be back. Hopefully. Let's check this out.
49ers. Luther Burden is back. Roma Doomsday is still out.
Yep. Luther Burden is back. Roma Doomsday is still, unfortunately, out. Yep. That is the report.
Jets, Patriots.
Pats.
Definitely taking the Pats in that game.
DJ Moore is old. I'm hella weak. DJ Moore ain't that old.
Right. He was not there with Cam. Was he there with Cam?
He was a baby when Cam was
there. I think he was his rookie season.
Just drafted when Cam was there. Don't do that. He was a child. That's cold, man.
You might have just saw that clip with what's his name, with Steve Smith when he was talking about, because he said he drafted him in his fantasy team.
Yeah.
Titans, Saints. Rookie quarterback battle once again.
Give me the Titans.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Cam's his confidence will build up a little bit more, get back-to-back wins.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people in New Orleans, they believe in Tyler Show, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't. But I believe in Cam Ward now.
I'm not believing Tyler Show. He's an 87-year-old rookie quarterback.
That man is legitimately 47 years old. There's no way y'all think I'm going to believe in him. There's no way. Sorry.
No way. Not doing
Try
it.
Again.
Colts, Jaguars.
Jags. I know y'all brought in Phillip Rivers, and I know Uncle Phil, you feel me? Uncle Riv, whatever the fuck y'all want to call him.
Old Man River.
Old Man River. I know No, okay? Y'all got to stop with that experiment, okay? Start rolling out the Riley Leonards. Start rolling out the Anthony Richardsons. I know I was getting into it with Colts fans all fucking up all week on social media. Riley Leonard hasn't been cleared and he's been hurt.
No, you know what I want to say though?
Go ahead.
I almost feel justified right now what I'm about to say. Y'all notice how they ain't showed that motherfucker on the sideline since they started losing?
Oh, of course not. You know what? I've been waiting for you to say that. I was waiting. I thought it was gonna come last week. No, actually, I thought. Wait, was it last week? Nah, it was the week before last week. I thought it was gonna come the week they signed Phillip Rivers. I thought I was gonna come the week they signed Phillip Rivers. I was gonna say, "Oh, my boy Mel finna have a field day," because they went out and signed a 44-year-old quarterback over. Oh, this nigga finna get the cookie.
No, I gave you time to marinate. I gave you time to marinate.
You know what, Mel? I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, dog.
When they was winning, oh, it was big shit. She on the sidelines with her fucking headset on and with her little fucking notepad and shit.
Yeah, she was litty out there.
Everybody like, oh, look, they're winning, and it's because of her and what she's doing. So what's happened? So what happened now? I told you it was the players on the field. So what's the difference now?
Shit.
I'm just saying. I feel vindicated.
Oh shit! Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. She lost me when she signed Phillip Rivers. Like when she went out and called old man Riv, I was like, yeah, nah, you lost me. You lost me, Carlos. You lost me, Carlos. I don't know what happened.
If that's what you like, hey, you know.
You went out and signed old man Riv. You had two young justifiable quarterbacks that you should start developing now, honestly, especially since you have Phillip Rivers back on the freaking roster. You should probably start to develop them now. Because I was, like I said, I've been arguing with Colts fans. They've been sitting there telling me, oh, well, Riley Leonard's not healthy.
I'm just fucking with
you. And Anthony Richardson barely got cleared to practice. And he's cleared to practice, which means, guess what? He's cleared to fucking play. All right? It's not the helmet's fault, or it's not somebody that hit him in the face's fault that he fractured his orbital bone.
He's still hurt. He got hurt in like week 3.
Yeah, because he fractured his orbital bone with workout band.
Stupid.
Like that doesn't have nothing to do with the helmet. That doesn't have nothing to do with somebody hitting him in the face. Like, no, he can go out there. He can learn from old man Phillip Rivers, so that next year they're absolutely ready to roll him out. Riley Leonard is perfectly healthy. He can learn from old man Phillip Rivers. They essentially play the same fucking way. They say Riley Leonard is more mobile, so he can go out there and learn something from old man Phil, and they can roll him out for the last 2 or 3 games to see what they got in him. But instead, what are they doing?
No.
Old man River. That's what they're doing.
That's exactly what they're doing. Buccaneers, Dolphins. I need this, Tampa. I need this dub. I need this.
Todd Bowles might be fired. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, I mean, he's been dealing with a bunch of injuries.
That's true.
And that defense is ass. Like,
what happened?
Like, they cannot hold a lead for nothing.
They can't stop. Man, goodness gracious. They couldn't stop a leaf from falling. That shit is crazy. I'm like, oh my God, why do y'all suck so bad?
It's like you can't, like, Baker get y'all 12, 14-point lead, whatever, and then y'all just piss it away. And everybody, well, the offense should have scored more points. No.
How much more do you want them to score?
They gave you a 12-point lead.
Sometimes 14 to 16-point lead, and y'all still fuck it up.
So, Tampa, I need this, because if not, y'all going to lose the division and going to be out the playoffs.
Man, look. Y'all can't, man. Look, Tampa, y'all need that.
Either way, y'all are still. I mean, the Panther game is going to be the game that ultimately decides what happens.
Ultimately decides, yeah. But either way, shit, y'all still need this, bro. Y'all
still got to win.
Bad losing streak. Y'all got to snap this.
You got to snap that. Speaking of the Panthers, they play the Seahawks.
That's a tough matchup, but I mean, hey, there's no better time to prove that you're ready like the president. Y'all did upset the Rams
because this may be a first round matchup anyway.
Yeah, y'all did upset the Rams, so I don't put it past
y'all. Oh, no. My bad. The Panthers or Tampa is going to host a home game. So
yeah. I mean, like I said, they did upset the Rams. I cannot put it past them.
I'm going to pick the Seahawks because I need both Tampa Bay and the Panthers to go into that last game of the season with the exact same record so that last game actually seems like a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that last game is going to be really, really big. I'm not going to lie to you. And
I need both of them to go into that game 8-8.
Yeah, I like that. Winner goes to the playoffs. I like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bengals, Cardinals.
Ugh.
Yeah. I don't like nothing about this game.
Mr. Joe Burrow not having any fun? Not having any fun playing football, Joe?
He's probably going to have fun. No, what? I don't even think he's going to. That Cardinal defense is pretty good.
It's really good. That nigga Joe not having fun playing football in Cincinnati? Oh, Joe. What happened? I thought you was having all the fun,
I'm going to take the Cardinals in this.
I'm going to go with the
Just
Bengals.
because I'm a pure hater. I'm a pure hater.
I'm going to go with the Bengals. Hopefully Joe has his fun and gets his love back for football since he lost his love for
this
the
is
game.
pure hate. I hope he has a miserable day. Miserable. Bills, Eagles.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I already know what they're
I'm
going
gonna
to
take
say.
the Eagles because the Bills have been living dangerous the last 4 weeks. Eagles, right the ship.
I already know what they're going to say. Potential Super Bowl matchup. Yada, yada, yada. All the stuff like that. Bills suck, though. I'm taking the Eagles.
Like I said, my hate runs strong.
Yeah, very much so for Buffalo. Sorry, T3. I know that's your squad, but.
Yep. Rams, Falcons.
Rams.
Definitely taking the Rams in that one. Then January no, there's no Thursday game. New Year's. Nope.
That's interesting. No game on New Year's. All right.
No New Year's game. All games will be on Sunday.
Well, we do have college football on New Year's, so there's that.
Okay, so yeah, I'll get to the college real quick, and then we can pack it on up. I don't really care. Do you care about the Clemson-Penn State game? I don't.
Not particularly, no. Actually, no, I don't.
Okay, so we'll just get to the CFP games.
Yes.
All right, January 1st, Oregon, Texas Tech. Oregon, Texas Tech.
Oregon.
It's weird seeing that Texas Tech is the 4th team in the country.
Man, look, that's very strange. And I like how Texas Tech plays. I like their team, but I think Oregon may be too fast.
I'm gonna take Oregon. I think that offense is gonna look, but Texas Tech defense is
really good.
Yeah,
it's really good.
You know what? I'm really gonna watch this game. I'm gonna pay attention to this game. I didn't watch a lot of Dante Moore all season. I'm gonna watch this game.
I did. He looks good.
Like I watched him. I watched him in UCLA. I did not watch him that much in Oregon.
I think another year would do him justice. Not saying that he's bad.
No, I just think he needs another year to play. I
do think he needs another year to kind of just sharpen some tools up a little bit. But I do think he's a very solid player.
Okay. Indiana, Alabama.
Alabama shouldn't even won last week.
Oklahoma,
you guys fucking suck.
They definitely shouldn't have won last week. This is another game I will watch. I watched enough of Fernando Mendoza. But if Alabama is Alabama, they will make him look very mediocre the way that I think he is. I'm
not even mad at that. I didn't even pick Indiana based off their offense. I picked Indiana based off their defense. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
That defense is sick.
The defense is absolutely astounding, and I think they make Simpson struggle a lot.
Yeah,
I think they make Simpson and those receivers struggle a whole lot. I think this is going to be the test to see just how good these quarterbacks can be against really good high pressure defenses and high pressure situations.
Right, and I told y'all his freshman year that Ryan Williams was a fraud. Told y'all. We told y'all. I'm not even gonna say I.
Literally.
We told y'all he was a fraud.
Literally screamed it to the heavens, to the mountains. We told y'all that little nigga was a fraud. What did y'all say? Oh, he's 17. Oh, he's so nice though. He's the youngest. We told y'all. We told y'all he was a fraud.
And that's all he's been since he's been in college. It's a fucking
Most drops in college football. There you go.
Ole Miss, Georgia. I'm gonna take Georgia.
It's gonna be a really good game.
It's gonna be a good
Georgia
game. I'm gonna take Georgia though.
But I hope this is a lesson to the college football committee that shows you guys that no matter what happens in a team's college football or in a team's program, or no matter what happens to a team, that they can still go out there and compete. Because y'all know when y'all left out Florida State when they were undefeated because Jordan Travis got hurt, y'all know damn well that they could have went on to potentially win the national championship, even with the backup quarterback.
And it was crazy because I think they were still good enough to compete.
They were still they're still good enough to compete. Yeah. So if y'all are telling me that they weren't good enough to compete, but an Ole Miss that loses essentially their whole coaching staff and all of their recruits is still good enough to go out there and compete against Georgia. Come on. Just letting y'all know. Yep. Just saying.
Miami, Ohio. No, that's Wednesday. That's a Wednesday game. The 31st. Miami, Ohio State.
Ohio State. Miami sucks. I'm telling y'all right now. I don't care how good
Miami does suck.
They're not good. They're not good. That defense is good. That offense is ass. And Chris knows it. Mario Cristobal knows it. He knows it. He knows it very much so. That offense is not good. Carson Beck is not good. Y'all noticed that halfway through the season, and y'all defense has been saving y'all from that time period. But y'all are going to get exposed.
Troy just text us like he's our mom. Did y'all get home?
I don't know. My boy might be drunk, but I'm also intoxicated.
That motherfucker definitely drunk. I don't know what.
Absolutely, I did.
Yeah, we've been home.
Yeah, I for surely did make it home, big dog. You know what I mean? Hey, I appreciate you for tapping in.
Thanks for checking.
Mm-hmm. But that Miami offense is going to go up against a hard, very, very hard Ohio State offense or defense, and it's going to be a very bad day for Carson Beck. He's going to throw at least 4 picks. If he doesn't get benched first, because he might get benched.
I just told him to put the whiskey down. He might tap it into that coquito too.
Yeah.
All right. That is it. That is a wrap for us. Shout out to everybody coming through in the Chizat on the day after Christmas.
Yeah, y'all was lit on the day after Christmas, man.
Shout out to everybody who popped up yesterday too. Yeah, like a lot of people came through, watched the show on Christmas. Like that let us know y'all fuck with us, and we appreciate that.
And we fuck with y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. So you know what I'm saying? Keep coming back, keep liking, keep commenting, keep subscribing. And you already know we're not gonna stop till we get that plaque in the back. So we keep coming back so we can keep going up. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're gonna see y'all next year.
To everybody listening on Hot Knee Radio.
Yeah,
it's going up.
It's going up, man. It's going up. Shout out to T3. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Shout out to everybody watching. If you didn't comment, drop a comment. Like my boy Mel said, shout out to Hot Knee Radio. Only the dopest that's going to be coming from here on out. So make sure y'all tune in. And you already know, man, we're going to see y'all in 2026.
We out here.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
Yeah, that's the rapper we done cooked up to play. Inside a hood where the drip don't fade. Big vibes only when we step on the mic. Breaking down the game while we talking that. Hit follow if you rockin' with the style we bring. 5 stars on deck, let the podcast sing. We slide out smooth like a route run clean. Inside the huddle, too fresh, too mean. Catch y'all next time, same swag, new scene.